In Albany, I'm Metro Focus contributor Matt Ryan, managing editor and host of New York Now. This is one of the most popular times to head to the Adirondacks. Gorgeous fall foliage and the cool mountain air makes it a great time to get in some hiking before Old Man Winter arrives. There has been a noticeable increase in the number of people heading to the more popular mountains inside the High Peaks area, so much so that the DEC announced some significant new rules this year. But one man we talked to is concerned that forest rangers, charged with helping to protect and educate this increasing stream of visitors, are being stretched too thin. The High Peaks' popularity has never been, well, higher. More people, more cars, but according to Scott Van Laer, not enough forest rangers.
It's gotten to the point now where we have 100 search and rescue incidents a year in the High Peaks. So that's one every 3 days. And of course, they're concentrated more in a 6-month period. We're really to the point where we're just waiting to respond.
Van Laer has been in his job for over 2 decades and is a union delegate for the PBA of New York. He is more than halfway through his goal of hitting every one of the 100 towns inside the Blue Line and getting a resolution passed in support of increasing the number of rangers throughout the state.
We've been hit with a tremendous overuse of state land, and we're really feeling the lack of staffing primarily the last 5 years. And we have a shortage of staff statewide, but it's more compounded in these really heavy state land use areas, particularly the Catskills and the Adirondacks, and some unique areas out in western New York. So we've been lobbying kind of the traditional ways, going through Albany, working internally, and our union just really hasn't gotten a lot of traction that way. We've had a bill that's been stalled for a long time that would add a new position for every 30,000 of acres that were added of state land. Now that bill would only help the problem going forward. It wouldn't help any of it retroactively. So add to the shortcomings we had with the 1 million acres that have been added over the last few decades.
We caught up with him in the northern Saratoga County town of Greenfield.
We've become totally reactionary. And that, while it may help in a sense that I can respond quickly to an incident and save people, because I'm kind of staged just in the parking lot and I can drive and go where I need to go, but it doesn't help prevent any incidents because I'm not delivering that message to the public anymore that I used to.
Let's look at the numbers. Under Governor Andrew Cuomo's tenure, New York has added over 130,000 acres of land to the forest preserve. The Department of Environmental Conservation said there are currently 135 rangers. The High Peaks area is designated by the agency as Region 5, where Van Laer works. Right now, he is one of 48 on patrol there. He says that's 8 fewer than the DEC had in 1971. He wants to see the total number of rangers increased to 175. We caught up with the DEC Commissioner, Basil Sagos, a few weeks ago at a press conference in Albany.
They've been asking for more forest rangers for a long time. Where do we go from here?
Well, I mean, you know where we are in the budget process, right? We don't just add staff in the middle of the year. Adding any environmental conservation police or forest rangers requires us to get the budget appropriation and then have an academy, which is a 6-month academy. So you don't just flip a switch and that kind of a thing. And we've been working very closely with the rangers and the ECOs on their needs. In fact, in the last 2 years, we held back-to-back academies. So we're actually at the highest levels in about 30 years for our forest rangers. Doesn't mean we don't want to go higher. We have to work within our budget constraints, but you know, we're seeing the record use up in the Adirondacks and Catskills. We're making a number of different changes to how we operate in those areas. Some of that is on the forest ranger side. Some of that is going to be obviously on the overall management side. How do we better direct people to different areas? How do we spread out the interest a little bit so it's not just in really intense areas?
Recognizing the growing number of people and cars lining Route 73 in Essex County from May to October, the DEC held a series of forums this spring asking for input from people on how to best alleviate the problem and the potential danger.
70% of the people I meet on the top of Cascade, it's their first 46, it's their first hike even. So to take that away and turn it into an 8-mile hike, I'm worried you're going to be taking away a jewel from what's happening to something where you're not going to get the same families, you're not going to get the same beginners, you're not going to get the same first time experienced hikers.
In August, the agency finalized a new set of rules for the high peaks that included constructing some new parking lots, expanding others, and painting actual lined spaces for vehicles. They also closed the current trailhead to Cascade, the most popular high peak climb because of its relative ease and beautiful views at the spacious summit. Instead, a new parking lot and trail will begin to the mountain from the Olympic Sports Complex.
For the first couple of months, it's been relatively successful, but we know that this is a multi-year project of ours. You know, we want to put in place some early projects to see, what the impact is going to be. Ultimately, you're still seeing a lot of people go to the same place. So the new parking lot at Van Ho is going to be, I think, a long-term, a very good solution. We're working really closely, though, with the towns up there. Working on shuttle services, ways to get people into the backcountry that don't involve them having to park on main roads.
Van Laer says he's seen improvements this fall on the busy weekends due to the new parking regulations and is grateful for the recent help of the ECOs on its enforcement.
We've gotten to the point where we're almost like, we're on like pins and needles waiting to respond to stuff, and it's not just those number of incidents, it's the possibility of the incidents. So we're almost held hostage by, hey, yesterday we had 2, we got to be ready for the 2 today. It makes it very difficult with a small staff to do all the other things that we should be doing. Hiker education, backcountry stewardship. It's becoming very difficult, almost impossible to accomplish that.
The DEC notes that in addition to the 135 rangers patrolling state land, there are also 22 assistant forest rangers, as well as environmental conservation officers, plus other state and local police and fire departments inside the Blue Line. In Albany, for Metro Focus, I'm Matt Ryan.